Haaland ghosts, Ballon d'Or scandal, VAR controversy, all that and more in the first episode of The Final Whistle. Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of The Final Whistle. This is the show where I inform you on what has been going on in the beautiful game that we all love, football, over the past 7 days. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start off the weekend, we found out that Man City's Rodri has torn his ACL and he's going to be out for the rest of the season, maybe even longer. This means that the next time Rodri puts on a Man City shirt, he could be playing #United away and playing in the same midfield as PK Humble. Sticking on to the topic of Man City right now, they had two very controversial games over the past week. The first of which being up against Watford in the Carabao Cup at the Etihad, and Watford had a perfectly valid goal ruled out for a supposed foul. And this just perfectly demonstrates how much Pep is going to be missing Rodri while he's out injured.
Well, I got cancelled.
Moving on to the weekend now, and Man City had a fierce battle with Newcastle at St James's Park that ended in a 1-1 draw. Joseph Guardiola opened the scoring in the first half, but in the second half, Newcastle equalised with a controversial penalty. All I'm going to say is that Man City are finally having decisions that go against them, so I'm happy.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
However, this was the first Premier League game this season where Haaland failed to register a single goal. This was after he was consistently fouled throughout the whole game, and it's safe to say that he might have to go back to his rapping career after this. On to the other Premier League games now. Chelsea versus Brighton. 4 goals. Sorry, what? Cole Palmer has scored 4 goals in one half of football.
You know, chippy chips.
This guy is genuinely not real. How does one score 4 goals in 20 minutes? One of which being a penalty. The late kickoff now, and it was Wolves versus Liverpool this time, and Liverpool won 2-1, coming away with all 3 points despite an all-round poor performance. Ibrahima Konate opened the scoring at the end of the first half, but going on to the second half, some horrible defending from himself and Wolves equalise. But the mere minutes later, this happens. Right lads, we've just equalised, keep your composure and we can get a point out of this game. Oh, for fuck's sakes. On to other news now, and Vinicius Jr. has reportedly already been told that he's going to win the Ballon d'Or this year. Firstly, as good as Vinicius has been performing, I just personally don't think he deserves the award this year. Secondly, in the past sort of 4 or 5 years, the Ballon d'Or is just starting to lose all its credibility completely. We had Messi winning it, then we had Karim Benzema, and now we're going to go and see Vinicius Jr., who, like I said, I don't think it deserves it. In the middle of the week, and the Europa League has returned yet again for another season. Spurs had a game at home against top-flight Azerbaijan side Karabag FK, but kickoff ended up being delayed as Karabag FC's team bus showed up late as it was stuck in traffic. After the delayed kickoff, Spurs did what Spurs do best, and only 7 minutes in, their Romanian centre-back only goes and gets a straight red card. And sadly, this was at the cost of young 18-year-old Swedish midfielder Lucas Bergvall, who was sadly substituted off by Ange in favour of a defender after the red card. Manchester United also started their Europa League campaign up against Dutch side FC Twente. Before the game, Erik ten Hag came out and said that it will hurt to destroy the things that he loves, as Twente is his boyhood club. Well, sorry Eric, you did not go and destroy them, as they held you to a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. But now serious questions have to be asked of Erik ten Hag, because he is a Dutch manager who has come from the Dutch league, and he has failed to beat one of the top 4 sides from the Dutch league. It is now time for Top of the Week. This is the segment of the show where I nominate one player from the past 7 days who I think has been the best player in the world. And I think it's safe to say that Cole Palmer is the first ever winner of Top of the Week. I mean, he scored 4 goals, one of which was a banging free kick, but obviously I cannot show it here. copyright reasons. Weekly transfer roundup. This is the part of the show where I tell you all of the weekly transfer rumours and gossip going on in the world of football. So I'm sure we all know by now, but if you don't know, Ter Stegen has a knee injury. He's out for the rest of the season. So that leaves Barcelona without a first choice keeper unless they want to start Inaki Peña, which I don't think Lamine Yamal would like. So that left Barcelona sniffing around the transfer window for goalkeepers, and they were looking at a few keepers such as Keylor Navas and Claudio Bravo, but they only went and signed Szczesny. That's right, weeks after announcing his retirement, Szczesny has come out of retirement to sign for Barcelona for the remainder of the season. But it is safe to say that he is a while of match fitness. Now, coming out of France, and apparently Marseille are looking to sign Benjamin Mendy. I don't know what De Zerbi's trying to cook over there. He already has Mason Greenwood. Now he's trying to get Benjamin Mendy. He's trying to create Prison FC 2.0. Soon we're going to see players like Dani Alves, Gylfi Sigurdsson and Quincy Promes all lining up for Marseille. Now for our last bit of news today, and it's sad to say, but Raphael Varane has announced his retirement from professional football. It is sad to see that this Real Madrid legend has retired from football at such a young age as well. 31, but he's going out with an elite level, having won it all with Madrid, multiple Champions Leagues, multiple league titles. But I do think that Como are going to be quite frustrated with this, having only just signed him a couple of months ago as a free agent. However, it has been stated that Varane is going to be staying at Como, but in a non-playing role. So that will conclude the opening episode of The Final Whistle. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you want to see a second episode of this.